Welcome to another In the Geek Room. I'm Stevie W, and today I'm joined by my partner in crime in the High Ground podcast, linked below as always, Callum.
Yay, hello.
Hey Callum, welcome to In the Geek Room.
Nice to be here.
And thank you for joining me in the review of the Back to the Future Ultimate Edition. So what we're going to do is we're going to we watched when we work on the High Ground podcast. When we usually watch a film, but when we were doing the Jason Takes Manhattan, we really didn't have the time, so we ended up watching the bonus disc that doesn't appear on the other ones. Now this was £15. It's the third Blu-Ray box set that they've done, to my knowledge. And they always, when it was the 30th anniversary, they did a second one which had a lot of material, which was actually good. It was worth. I paid £15. You also got digital downloads with it. No digital downloads with this one. So we're looking at the bonus disc. Now, okay, I'm going to just pull it out. Now usually I keep these things in mint condition. This shows you what I think of it, the fact that I'm actually handling it like this. This is unnecessary, in my opinion. So I'm going to just literally read, and we'll go through this, the bonus disc. You can see it. I'm going to hold it up so you can all see. If you've got the last one that came out in 2015, I would say don't bother buying this one. So we actually watched the bonus disc. What did you actually think?
It was pretty lackluster, wasn't it, really? It was standard studio fluff pieces, wasn't it? I mean, there was the one we were looking forward to seeing was the audition tape, wasn't it? And
yeah.
It was 2 minutes long.
Yeah,
and no one really was in it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I can tell this. I'm assuming they still don't have the rights to use Eric Stoltz, because I could hear his voice on one of the auditions, but it was blurred out.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that the fans want, and they're making so much money off Back to the Future. Why couldn't they have done it? But a thing that's been advertised, a set that's been advertised, and the people that are going to buy it are going to be the ones that bought the other ones because they consume Back to the Future.
Yeah.
And if all they can put on is at least 2 minutes worth of audition tapes, it's kind of a bit weak.
Yeah.
I could have handled it. One of the things we've got, the other one they've got is on it is I'm just sorry. Could you survive the movies?
Oh yeah. And I did
YouTube.
initially quite like it at first, and then I sort of thought, when you explain like real life situations related to films, it's not really, takes the interest out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of bummed me out a lot, because it's a YouTube Premium thing that was so they're basically adding something that's on YouTube, and it's suspension of disbelief, and when you're getting it thrown at you that, oh, Marty would have died here, or this couldn't have happened, he'd have blown his eardrums out. It kind of takes the fun out of it. Why would you stick something like that on there? Now, I was kind of curious, because they've got the Back to the Future musical.
Yeah.
And you've got behind the scenes, and you've got 2 songs for it. Now, I was kind of curious about it. And if this is an advert for the Back to the Future musical, I really don't want to see it.
And it was.
And
yeah.
I don't really want to see it.
No, it was basically a Bob Gale Q&A fluff piece, wasn't it?
Yes.
And then Christopher Lloyd comes on for a bit, doesn't he, and looks mildly interested.
Yeah. I could handle that, but it was the songs, and the songs that they actually used. I mean, I was curious about it, and it's one I will see because I do like Back to the Future. But I'll see it because I feel obligated because it's Back to the Future. But it didn't make the musical make me want to go, wow, I really want to book tickets to see it. And I'm not even sure that Back to the Future will transfer well. I just see it as a money grab.
I think there's already quite a lot of music in it anyway.
Yeah.
You know, there's quite a lot of songs you relate to it anyway. So, I don't know. No, I don't think it would work.
Now, I mean, prove us wrong. But to me, and I really hate to say this, I love Back to the Future. To me, this represents £15 I could have used on something else.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this because I've been a fan of Back to the Future since '85, so you're looking 35 years.
I mean, all the ported special features are better, really.
Yeah.
The 6-part documentary is good, and all that sort of stuff. There's a physics of Back to the Future as well, I think, isn't there? I mean, they're all good enough as it was.
And the ride, which appeared on the last one.
Yeah.
If you've got the last disc they've done, or you can see the last incarnation for the 30th cheaper, buy that.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely
hope
not the
that
ultimate one.
No. Because you just know that in 5 years, for the 40th anniversary, they'll probably try and secure the rights to, well, I'm hoping they will. I said that on the 30th, and then said it on the 35th. What we want is the Eric Stoltz stuff.
Yeah.
And then you can call it the complete ultimate Back to the Future. But this is not worth the £15, and I hate to say that because I love Back to the Future. So, I'm going to let you say, do you want to have some final comments on this one?
It's just avoid, basically, isn't it? If you've already got either of the other two, is it two?
Two, yes.
Yeah, or you own them on Amazon Prime or whatever, you don't need it. You really don't need it.
So that's been In the Geek Room with the High Ground podcast. So I'm Stevie W. I'll put a link to the High Ground below. See you soon.